show or what? When it was just us?
No. You sounded fine. Like I literally could hear you on the headphones.
My mic was in another hood, bro. I'm in Chill Hood. My mic was in Pomona, bro.
Oh man.
My mic was
Oh, that's crazy.
Welcome to another episode of You Know Ball Live, baby.
Woo! Come on.
Today, we got a lot to talk about because we're going to be talking about our top 30 small forwards. But Phil wanted to open it up and shout out a guy. So, Phil, go ahead and shout out a guy.
Yeah, so shout out to Pierre. We were hooping the other night, and he mentioned this guy to me. There's a guy who's been hooping in Euro basketball, or the Euro basketball thing that's been going on right now. I haven't been watching it too crazy. I've been keeping up with some stats. Luka's doing good. Giannis, Jokic, you name it. But this one kid he's playing with Lauri Markkanen is going insane. And his name is Mika Murinen. I apologize if I didn't pronounce his last name right. But the reason why I'm going nuts about it too, because I saw his name pop up a couple of times, and I was like, okay, this kid must be really good if he's hooping with like Lauri Markkanen. So the homie Pierre, he's talking to me. He's like, you need to check this kid out. Search him up. I'm like, okay, so he's 6'10", he's tall, he can move, he can shoot. Wait, that's the kid from RWE. Wait a minute. Bro, so I'm watching the summer videos this year, and like they call him the Slim Jesus. That's what they call him. They call him the Slim Jesus. So I'm thinking, oh, this kid's probably just tall. He's probably just like good at blocking shots and everything. This kid is fast. Like he's fast. It's not just that he's tall. He has a crazy vertical. Like my man can shoot. He can dunk. He can rebound. He can block shots. And the fact that when I saw him playing with Lauri Markkanen, I was like, ain't no way an RWE dude is playing in this Euro basketball league with Lauri Markkanen going insane. You know what the even crazier thing about this kid is?
Huh.
He's still in high school.
Yeah, isn't he 18, right?
He's 8. I think he's 17 or 18, but I think he's in high school right now, and then he's been getting offers apparently right now from Duke, Arkansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, you name it. He's getting a lot, but this kid is insane. Like watching him hoop and the dunks he was getting while he was playing with RWE, like that's just one of them. His vertical is nuts. Like for a 6'10" dude.
Yeah.
I like it. But
he been doing all that.
Is he gonna be eligible to go to the draft next year or this year?
I would guess so. If he's 18, Europe's next NBA prospect, finished forward, is ranked top 15 recruit in the high school class of 26. Oh, so technically no.
Oh, never mind then.
At 27, he's eligible.
Either way.
Bro, the FIBA basketball called him Slim Jesus in the comments. Dog.
Yeah, they called him Slim Jesus, man. I wonder how like Cam Wilder's reacting, bro. He's going nuts. And I think that Finland is now in the I want to say in the semifinals because of him and Lauri Markkanen. Like he's not just like hooping and like grabbing rebounds and stuff. He's actually like balling up. Like he's doing a good job. But I just wanted to shout him out real quick. My bad. Ant, did you want to say anything?
No, I mean I just pulled the highlights up to see because my cousin texted me about this kid too, but I didn't watch him, bro. You know, but dudes like this that are lengthy, and you could see that he's nice with the ball, but could also play off the ball. Like guys like that are guys you could get in the NBA today, even as a high schooler. You know, that will come in and make impact. He's not the type of guy that's gonna come in and need the ball and then it stunts everyone else's development. Like, he could stand in the corner a little bit too. And that's good. And that's beneficial to young teams. This is him versus Jokic. You see that? He gave Jokic a little jumper right there. Mouthpiece to the Joker. Want to know how I got these scars.
I'm going to really like it, especially if he's somehow eligible to be in the no. Yeah, he is. I think he could. The 2026 NBA draft.
I don't think so, just because it says he's technically in high school for this. So it says 27.
Never mind.
That would be fire. I mean, hey, 27, who is that? Do we even know who's top of that class?
I was hearing some weird stuff that apparently the 2027 draft might be bad, but if he's in it, that wouldn't be bad for him.
They'll find if this class is bad, they're going to make this dude be the truth.
Yeah.
The 2027 class is all wings.
It is?
Bro, the first 8 guys at least on high school are small forward to center. There's one center. And then number 9's a point guard. I've never heard of any of these guys. Again, I'm not a high school basketball guy though. I always stay out of that. Just because then I'm doing too much, bro.
So one more question before we move on. My bad.
Go ahead.
Can you see him playing mostly the center or the power forward?
How tall is he?
He is 6'10".
I would like to play him on the wing. As a power forward, big small forward lineup like Laurie in Cleveland, but not like one of those guys where you could put him in the corner. I mean, I've only seen these highlights, right? So I'm not one to talk, but he seems like a good cutter. He seems like he could stand in the corner. He seems like he's good with the ball. Like putting him on the block as a traditional center to me would be taking away a lot from his game.
Yeah,
instant reaction. But again, I don't know enough about this guy. Is that Gabe Vincent in the background? That dude looks like Gabe Vincent. I know Gabe Vincent's not finished. And then we saw some more stuff about Kawhi today before we get into our small forward rankings. What's up, Rafina Suevas? Let's do this today, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. We haven't done this ever. Now when people comment on the YouTube side, their comments will pop up on the screen.
Hey, there we go.
Smaller, but who really gives a fuck? You're not even watching us. You're just listening to us anyway. And then my bad for the mess in the background, boys. New job. Got a lot of tech I'm playing with. I feel like every time I get more and more shit back there. But Kawhi Leonard, today, I think when you were saying Kawhi Leonard, they had that report about him not getting that $2 million. And then right when he got it, he started playing after that.
Yeah.
Do you have the report pulled up?
Yeah, according to Full Court Press, and they got the information from AP Hoops, in 2022, Kawhi Leonard played in 26% of games due to right knee stiffness before the reported $1.75 million delayed payment was made by Aspiration. The day after it was deposited, Leonard went on to play 82% of the Clippers' total games to close out the season. Now, I'm not going to jump the gun and say, oh, wow, he sat out like for sure. Like it was mainly for money. I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say this looks very suspicious and way too like coincidental. I'm not going to I'm just going to keep it there because I don't want to put any words in anybody's mouth and be like, oh, he was sitting out all of 2022 basically for money. Because I legitimately do think his was it ankle or leg? Right knee. I think it's like legitimately he just couldn't play that year. But if this is sprouted out as true that he was doing it for money, that's a bad look.
Left your mom's in the hood? That's what you reminded me of. I don't think he's sitting out. I mean, bro, we had that guy with the Clippers say he's suing the Clippers or the Clippers were suing him about him saying that Kawhi's injuries were too serious and they forced him back to play and stuff like that. So I don't really believe that he would sit out for $2 million when his contract plus this shit is already $100 million, you know, like $2 million is probably not enough to be really tripping about. I don't think the punishment will be bad either. Previously, David Stern era, they pretty much fucked the Timberwolves over after it happened. Adam Silver doesn't seem like that type of commissioner. He's not as cutthroat as Stern. So I don't think they're going to end up punishing him too bad. And all reports kind of seem like that too. Like that, nothing really is going to go wrong. I think Clippers will probably lose a couple first-round picks, probably get a slap on the wrist, and we won't really see this again. Because I do think this probably happens around the entire NBA.
Yeah. It happens. I feel like everybody, like, you know, puts money under the table and everything, extra incentives and all that, that we don't know about. But I think with this, I totally agree that it may just be they lose first-round picks, second-round picks, and maybe I don't know what else they can do. It's probably just that. But I don't know. I just don't know how extreme, like, is like what the definition is of extreme to Adam Silver.
My bad. Real quick, you want to respond to that comment? Because I'm not about to touch that.
I was like, what? I was just talking. So what happened? Unless we're delayed here.
We might be a little delayed. Jaden Reed touchdown, baby. Hey, Jaden Reed touchdown. My bad, Phil, but you know what that means. You know who I got to shout out? Got to give a huge shout out to Boom Fantasy. Right now, I am riding, boys. Jordan Love needs to throw me one more touchdown, and my parlay cashes already. And that's all thanks to Fantasy. Use code RTP for a risk-free bet up to $100. And if you bet on Sundays, you get 2,000x your money. $100 times 2,000x. I don't do math. I do sports, but that sounds like a good deal to me. And I want to give a special shout out to Boom Fantasy because now if you scan that code, you're going to get a free Joe Burrow bet. Free Joe Burrow bet you could throw on your parlay. That's an instant cash. So all you need to do is pick one other guy and you'll cash out. Cash in, cash out, Boom Fantasy. That was one of my best ad reads, huh?
That really was. You scan the QR code, guys. Come on, scan it.
Hey, I'll say this, whether you're white, black, Arab, Asian, Indian, scan that QR code.
Equality, man.
Yeah.
Equality.
All right. And shout out user for running a test to subscribe to every YouTuber. That's a massive dub for you. Let's go into our small forward rankings.
Got it.
Lead off. You tier it. Yeah?
So I have 5 tiers. I have 5 tiers. 5.
Okay.
This first one is 30 to 21. All
you got a name for it?
No, I forgot to put names for it.
Freestyle it.
All right, fine. If I had to give this one names, this one is I'm gonna go I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna give the names to the ones above. All right. At number 30, I have Royce O'Neal.
Twin.
There we go. At number 29, I have Ayo Dosunmu. At number 28, I have Con Knuppel. At number 27, I have Chris Middleton. At number 26, I have Terrence Mann. At number 25, I have Kyle Kuzma. At number 24, I have Buddy Hield. At number 23, I have Jalen Wells. At number 22, I have Ace Bailey. And at number 21, I have VJ Edgecombe. Any one of those where you're like,
I just feel like, and I know what you're gonna say when I ask you this.
What's up?
I instantly know what you're gonna say because this was the whole debate last episode. But what does Chris Middleton do better than Terrence? I mean, what does Terrence Mann do better than Chris Middleton?
You probably know what I'm going to say. I don't know what the heck is going to happen in Brooklyn, but I do feel like there's going to be some free range for him to go off a little bit more than the guys below him. Just a little bit more. I don't know what the heck the other guys are going to do. With Con Knuppel, I'm going to be for real. I don't see him as a 3. I think he's a very good player, but I don't see him as a 3 on this Charlotte Hornets team. Maybe it'll be flip-flop. Maybe it'll be switch where it's like he's listed as a 3, but he's not going to be he's not going to be guarding small forwards. He's not going to be.
Brandon Miller was on our shooting guard list. Like they could easily swap.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking like it's probably not that big of a deal. But I still have that hesitant feeling that they still may do this to him where he's playing the 3. But with Terrence Mann, I just feel like with the Brooklyn Nets, you can do whatever the heck you want over there. Why the heck couldn't he just turn into or Cam Thomas is going off, Michael Porter Jr. might be going off. Why can't I be like the third guy to get like 15, 5-5 out of nowhere, or like 12, 4-4? I don't know. I just think that with Brooklyn, the sky's the limit for no reason. And that's why I have him in tier 5 either way. But that's why I only have him a little bit over the guys below him. I'm not going to go that crazy though.
I'm gonna say this. I thought we were gonna agree that Royce O'Neal was 30 and Terrence Mann was 29. Everything else I felt like was free range to me. But now we're rolling. There's 2 guys that I think I have a big difference on. These guys will be on our Instagram graphic for sure. Check that out at Run the Play Network or RTP Network. I always forget what our Instagram is. Ayo Dosunmu at 29
I just don't want him at the 3, man. And I don't see why the heck they would want him to be at the 3. Like, that just tells me, in my opinion, you got Josh Giddey coming back on $100 million. You got Kobe White coming back, and they already said they love Kobe White. They're going to keep him there. How's Ayo going to get the ball in that situation? Because I like him with the ball. Like, maybe they realize that maybe he can come off the bench, but if he's playing the 3 and he's 6'5". Like, I don't know. I don't trust him there. I don't trust him as the 3 for the Chicago Bulls. And they have all these other forwards. Why not give it to Noah Sengu or Mataz Buzelis?
Okay. I'll say this too. Reese Shea is not on the list because he wasn't on the ESPN depth chart as a small forward. Putting that out there. My last guy that I disagree with you on is Jalen Wells. I know you had him. You had him at what, 21?
I had him at 23, sadly.
I feel like Jalen Wells is too good of a basketball player. I feel like he's in a good situation now without Desmond Bane there. I mean, playmaking, defense. And I don't think he's a 3. I mean, last season he played a lot of 3, but I don't think he comes out as a 3. So I guess that would be my argument against it. But I think as a basketball player, Jalen Wells is very, very good. Like, I have him a lot. Yeah.
He's a good player. I just think that there's going to be a forward battle because the reason why I had him low, because at first I had him in tier 4, but the reason why I had him low is because there's still G.G. Jackson. There's Cedric Howard who can probably come out of nowhere and maybe steal some minutes from him, not start over him, but steal some minutes. And then they had another forward there. I forgot what his name is. Do they still have Vince Williams?
Maybe. I could check.
I feel like the forward area is going to be a little bit like staggered too much with minutes that it may ruin his chances.
Yeah.
But he could play the shooting guard sometimes. That could be his way to come out of nowhere because I see him as a 2-3. I could see him still doing somewhat good, but the fact that they do have a lot of forwards that can be the 3 is the reason why I'm just a little low. Just a little low.
I just don't. I mean, look, and this was my whole argument last week. I don't think you could do this off of who's going to get the most minutes. I think Jalen Williams is clear above all the guys you named. Like, there's couple tiers. I think he's clear above those guys, and I think he's clear above a lot of the people.
Jalen Williams. I like Jalen Williams.
I know you like him, but
I like Jalen Williams.
You don't be liking him or DeRozan, man.
Anthony. I like Jalen Williams.
I'm not picking. Oh, I'm tripping. Jalen Wells. Hey, I work 7 to 4, man. I'm
just playing.
I'll give you my 30 through 21 now.
Gotcha.
My 30 is Royce O'Neal. My 29 is Terrence Mann. My 28, sadly, is Rui. 27 is Buddy Hield. 26 is Josh Hart. 25 is Con Kneppel. 24 is Kyle Kuzma. 23, Ayo. 22, Herb Jones. And 21, Wiggins.
Did you say Josh Hart?
Yeah, I'm not on the Josh Hart cost them a lot of games last year. Like, when Josh Hart looks good, it's really fun. But Josh Hart doesn't look good often. You know, a lot of the guys, I feel like Josh Hart, I feel like Buddy, I feel like Rui, I feel like Kuzma, I feel like Herb and Wiggins. Those 6 guys, bro, when they look good, they look really good. But I'll take the consistency of the guys above them over these guys.
Okay. Can I hear your 30 through 21 again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Royce and Mann, those are the first and second overall picks, bro.
Gotcha.
28 is Rui. 27 is Buddy. Buddy will be a top 10 small forward for the first 2 weeks of the season, though.
Yeah.
He always is.
Always.
26.
He's gonna shoot the hell out of the 3-ball.
He'll have like 2 game winners in the first 3 weeks, and then we're like, is this the season, Buddy Hield? You know, we were doing that shit last year.
Got you.
26 is Josh Hart. 25 is Con Kneppel. 24 is Kuzma. 23 Ayo. 22 Herb. 21 Wiggins.
I'm shook on the Wiggins one. I have him a little higher, but I'm shook on that. I thought you'd be a little higher on him. I think he's going to be pretty good.
But what the fuck did Wiggins do last season?
Not a lot of good for the Warriors. Because, wait, did he get – yeah, he got traded after. He got traded last year, and that was with Jimmy Butler. But I still feel like with the Heat, he's going to do really good.
Prove it.
Like, depending on how the heck – like, if they trade him or not, I think he's going to do very well. If he goes to the Lakers, yeah, his stats and whatever is going to take a little bit of a dip. But if he stays with the Heat the whole time, I think he's really going to do good for them. Like, I could see him being – oh, my bad.
I was just going to say, I don't care about stats. I think he's just too inconsistent right now. You know, like the Wiggins All-Star year, I would have had that Wiggins, bro, probably top 4 on this list. But the current Wiggins we get is just inconsistent.
No, I feel you. I have him higher only because I do believe in him playing with the Heat, but I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay. What's your next tier looking like? If
All
JJ
right.
is a small forward for Atlanta, he better be top 5. Y'all better get on the JJ train. I guess we'll see.
We'll
Shout
see.
out Cam Johnson too.
We'll see. Maybe I have him on this next tier. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. All right. This is tier 4.
Okay.
This is 20 through 17, 4 players. At number 20, I have Rui Hachimura. At number 19, I have Devin Vassell. At number 18, I have DeAndre Hunter. And at 17, I have Asar Thompson.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad. Let me give you my reaction, and then you could elaborate a little bit. But for me, I just don't know what the argument is for Rui over Jalen Wells. Now, please give me a fair argument.
All right. With Rui, I just really feel like, yes, you're playing next to Luka and LeBron, and now Reeves, who was definitely the third best player on the team. But I still feel like he's going to get way more opportunities to score with them passing it to him than Jalen Wells with John Morant and, Jaren Jackson Jr. isn't in there. So I just feel like he's going to get better looks than Jalen Wells. That's it. I think he's going to get better looks.
I want to look at who averaged more points last season, because I honestly don't know.
It was Rui.
It was Rui?
It was Rui. Jalen Wells averaged 12 or 13 points per game. Rui averaged, I think, 14 or 15.
It's 10 to 13.
Oh, 10 to 13, my bad.
Jalen Wells being young will give that jump. And when I'm thinking about Jalen Wells, bro, I'm not even really thinking about the offensive game. The defense, Jalen Wells is going to be an all defensive player within the next 3 years. You know, I mean, maybe not because of the positions now where, like, you could have 5 centers on there. But, like, when I look at the Lakers, Rui is probably the 5th best. Rui is he's probably the 5th best offensive player in the starting lineup. So I just don't know where the opportunity is for him. And I don't like his defense at all either. So I'm taking Wells. I like the Vassell shot, though, because I have Vassell in this similar tier.
Okay. I hope that Vassell can go crazy. I hope he can.
That's a real dog. Did you have anyone else you wanted to shout out?
Not really. Like, I like Asar Thompson. We all know he plays defense. He's going to do his thing, but I'm not, like, crazy high on him, but I still like him.
Can you say your 20 through 17 one more time?
Yeah, no problem. All right, number 20, I have Rui Hachimura. At number 19, I have Devin Vassell. At number 18, I have DeAndre Hunter. And at 17, I have Asar Thompson.
I want to have a conversation about a guy when we get to him. Versus Asar Thompson, because I see similarities between these two guys, and I think you're gonna know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because I have him under. The guy I'm talking about is VJ Edgecombe, and I have VJ Edgecombe at 20. I have Vassell at 19. I have Ace at 18, and I have Asar at 17. To me, VJ's ceiling next season is like Asar's last season. So I think Asar's gonna get a jump. I think if VJ hits that, that's a W season. I think that's a ceiling, though. I don't think he'll be there right away. I think his game's a little weird. There's going to be a lot of adjustments to the NBA style for his specific game. But once he gets that all figured out, bro, he could definitely be the next fuck Asar, Amen Thompson type of guy.
Yeah. He could. He could.
I like this from Pure.
What did Pure say?
I think Vassell could be higher, but his team seems too stacked. I agree with that, especially for the numbers on the board.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying with VJ and Asar?
Oh, yeah. I just think that with VJ, like, I love that he went to the Sixers. I really do. I wish that he was a Spur, but I love that he's going to the Sixers. But I feel like he's really going to take off next year. I think that's going to be his season. Because depending on whatever happens with Paul George and Joel Embiid, no matter what, it's going to be his season. I think that's when Tyrese Maxey and VJ are going to make it their team. It's going to be a guards team.
I want that. I want them to move on, bro. I'm ready. I mean, I love Embiid, and I would love for Embiid to go somewhere else, like Atlanta, and just hoop, and like compete. I think Philly has enough now where they could kind of go in that direction.
Yeah.
And say, like, let's blow it up. But what's your next tier? And name it.
All right.
Extra credit.
All right. Tier number 3. This one's tough. This one's tough to name because the tier above it, I wanted to give tier 3 that name, but tier 2 deserves it. I want to call tier 3 the... Do I want to say the engines? No. This one's tough to name.
We're looking at like role players, huh?
No, they're not role players. They're definitely not role players. They're above that.
Role players.
They're what's a better what would you say after high tier role players? Because there's guys in this that aren't really role players. They can still like get you buckets in core like times when you need it. I'm gonna say, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say stars. I'm gonna say, well, no. I'm not gonna say stars. I'm gonna say. That's why it's hard to say because it's a mix of like some of them can be role players, but others of them really can be stars.
Then don't be surprised if they're max guys.
You know what? Let me call it surprises. Okay. But there's one name that it's not a surprise because he's still a really good. Oh, microwaves. We're gonna call him microwaves. We're gonna call him microwaves. I like that, Pierre.
We got the top ramens.
All right, the top ramens. All right, this is 16 through 11. At number 16, I have Herb Jones. At number 15, I have Aaron Nesmith. At number 14, I have Jaden McDaniels. At number 13, I have Cameron Johnson. At number 12, I have DeMar DeRozan. And at number 11, I have Brandon Ingram. That's why I was like, I can't call them role players.
That second part of the tier.
Yeah.
I like this section, though. I think Cam Johnson's a guy that I have a little bit higher, but not enough to, like, complain about. Who else did you just say? Brandon Ingram's a guy I have a little bit higher, but not enough to complain about. I'm trying to – who else did you just say? Cam – yeah, go ahead. Say it one more time.
16, Herb Jones. 15, Aaron Nesmith. 14, Jaden McDaniels. 13, Cameron Johnson. 12, DeMar DeRozan. 11, Brandon Ingram.
Herb Jones is a guy for me where if he hits whatever the 3-point number is, average of the league, he's a beast. But I don't think he's going to do it. So I'm not betting for that.
I feel like there's something different with the Pelicans where he can thrive. The problem is who's going to be like, and I don't want to use this word because I'm trying so hard to not to, but it's hard with them. Who's going to be healthy to lead them there? I'm sorry. Like I just had to say it. Who's going to be healthy enough to lead them there? Because if you can't do it with just Herb Jones and Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole will get you there, boy.
Oh, he's going to have a pool party or this is going to be a gumbo pool party?
What you know about them baddies in New Orleans, dog?
Oh, man. They're going to need him to go crazy that start of the year. They're going to need him to.
If there's baddies in New Orleans, Zion will find them and get them pregnant. So believe that. Believe that.
I was actually kind of close to putting Cam Johnson tier 4 because I forgot he was on the Nuggets. But then I was like, wait, he's going to be on the Nuggets. He's taking Michael Porter Jr.'s spot where Michael Porter Jr. was playing the 3. And now Aaron Gordon can focus on getting rebounds, moving the ball, dunking, doing this. But now Cameron Johnson, he is the need for that team. Like Michael Porter Jr., he did a good job. Whenever he got that ball, he shot it. Wow. But Cameron Johnson, he has IQ. He can play defense the way they need him to play defense. He can move his feet. But also he is one of the best spot-up shooters in the league. One of the best. And having that around Nikola Jokic, having that around Jamal Murray, having that for spacing so that Aaron Gordon can play the dunker spot, that is going to be so good for the Nuggets next year. So good. But that's why I put him there. But I thought if I put him in tier 2, I feel like that would have been a little too high because I still feel like he may be the 3rd or 4th best player on the team. That's the only reason why.
You're good. I got him higher. I think he's a dude I agree, probably 3rd or 4th best player on the team. But I feel like he's a guy that's not going to get the credit he deserves because he's not going to average 25 next season. He might average 18, 19, but his splits are going to be insane playing with Jokic, playing with Murray. I mean, like, the way that dude was shooting in Brooklyn, and he's not a great creator with the ball, is impressive. He's a very smart player. I think where Michael Porter Jr. benefited the Nuggets was he could hit difficult shots. Cam Johnson doesn't really do that. But Cam Johnson, you cannot double off of him, leave his ass open. He's not going to be a brick or nothing like that.
Exactly.
Shout out Pierre, man. We love you. Take care.
Yeah, thanks for being there, buddy. For real.
Yeah, you're the GOAT.
We're going to hop on later. 2K.
Yeah, shower before that 2K game. Let me give you my 16 through 11.
Got you.
At 16, I got DeAndre Hunter. 15, I got Jaden McDaniels. 14, I got Aaron Nesmith. All the same guys pretty much in that tier.
I'm about to say that's the same.
Yeah, that's why I was like. At 13, though, I have Chris Middleton. 12, I have Denny Avdia. And 11, I have Jalen Wells.
You got Denny there?
Yeah, I don't love Denny, bro. I feel like Denny is a guy that's a lot of empty stats. You know, and those are just guys I don't love. I would rather have a guy like Cam Johnson who will just stand in the corner and play his role than a guy that needs the ball but isn't that great with it. So Danny's cool and he's a good defender, but I'm not super – like I would rather have a Jalen Wells who's going to play defense, play his role, contribute to winning basketball rather than a Danny who kind of needs a little bit more than what Jalen Wells needs. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we talked about a lot of the same guys here. So
yeah, I'm not mad at that. I just feel like with Denny Avdia, he plays with a much more curiosity than Jalen Wells. Like Jalen Wells is good. I love the way he plays defense. I love the way he gets into people. I even love that he can space the floor for people. But Denny Avdia, he can score. He can move the ball, play make. He can rebound. He can play some defense too.
I agree. And I think if we're going off of last season, Denny had a better season. But remember, we're ranking off the end of next season. And I think Jalen Wells is 22. He's one of the best perimeter defenders in basketball. I'd probably say he's a top 15 guy there. In a better situation, going to have more opportunity without Bane there. I don't think he's the same dude Denny is with the ball. But I would rather have a Jalen Wells on my team because I know he could contribute without taking away from Ja, taking away from Jaren, taken away from guys like that. I prefer a high-tier role player rather than a low-tier star. So that's me personally. And then Middleton's a guy that I'm not going to knock him, bro. Don't forget about Middleton, man. He's going to give you 20 next season. Flat 20.0 points per game.
I don't know. I low-key feel like they may bench him early. And I know he probably
20 still.
I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be the young guys going crazy more. I feel like people get.
I saw people talking shit about Koulibaly and saying he looks ass in Eurobasket. So those are Middleton minutes, dog. I didn't see nothing, but those are Middleton minutes.
Man, people turning on the homeboy Koulibaly. Come on, he's such a good player.
I like Koulibaly. I hope I think he's a cool role player though too. You know, just go out there, do your thing, do your Dougie. Let's get into the top 10. Let's just fucking go one at a time here, bro. Once we get to your next tier, say we're in your next tier, though.
Got you. This is my next tier.
There you go. Is 1 through 10 a whole tier, though?
10 through 7.
Okay. So at 6 is your next tier.
Yeah.
At number 10, I have DeMar DeRozan. I think he's still that guy. He's still efficient. He's still going to give you buckets. He's not going to contribute to as many wins at this point in his career. I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings were low, but I also wouldn't be surprised if the Kings were a 9-10 seed next season just because you have Zach and DeMar. Like, if that did it in the East, it could do it in the West. So I got DeRozan at 10. I would like to see him kind of transition into a bench scorer soon because I don't think a DeMar DeRozan-led team could take you far. Like, imagine him on Denver coming off the bench and being a 16, 17 point per game guy. I think that would be fire. And I'm ready for that point of his career. But I still love DeMar, man.
That was a mouse.
There you go. Cool off a little bit.
Need to cool off a little bit. I'm just kidding. That's not a bad take at all. I just had a question. So maybe I forgot some of those Chicago Bulls games, but I know that Zach LaVine was out still sometimes, but was it still DeMar's team or was it like they were both sharing the like scoring with each other? Because I don't remember the stats. I don't remember. I remember both Zach LaVine and DeMar went crazy for Chicago most of the time. I just forgot like if Zach LaVine missed time or not.
I'll tell you right now. In 21, he was an all-star. He averaged 28 points per game. In 22, he averaged 25 points per game. And in 23, he averaged 24 points per game.
Yeah.
I guess I could go team, but I should have clicked on the Bulls now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Yeah. So in 21, the first year, he averaged more points than Levine. But Levine was healthy.
Got you.
In 22, he averaged more points than Levine, and Levine was healthy. And in 23, he averaged more points than Levine, and Levine was not healthy.
Got you. I just wanted to double check because I didn't know if Levine was like there for most of the time or not. But that's what that was leading towards my question. Like, can Levine steal some of that thunder from DeMar with the Kings?
He should. He's younger. Like he should have done that shit in Chicago, you know. But will he is the question, and I don't have an answer to that.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why I just had him a little bit lower, tier 3 at number 12. But I'm not going to knock you for putting in top 10. I think it's well-deserved.
I think he at this point in DeMar, I mean, it's not early Toronto DeMar. At this point, this dude is still one of the best, most talented scorers in basketball. When you go skill for skill, there's not many dudes that are doing it straight off footwork like DeMar DeRozan is, in the mid-range like DeMar DeRozan is. So I like that game, so maybe that gives him a little extra boost why he's in the top 10. But I think that stuff should be the stuff that we value at least because that shit's unfuckwittable, and DeMar's gonna retire when DeMar wants to retire. It'll never be DeMar can't shoot enough to make it in the league or DeMar's not athletic enough to make it in the league. At this point, whenever DeMar DeRozan wants to go out, he could go out.
No, I get you.
What's your 10?
At number 10, this may be controversial. This is where I have Josh Hart. Only reason why I have Josh Hart this high is because last year, and even in previous years, he is one of the most versatile, and I want to say guard/forwards. I don't see him playing the center, but he is one of the most versatile guard/forwards. Only because he plays so well for the Knicks. And the Knicks next year, I have them high up. I have them winning out of the East. But I fully believe that he is still going to be super good for them. Like, everybody's talking about how Jalen Brunson's going to lose, like, some of his momentum stats, whatever points chances, because of this new team they built with Jordan Clarkson, with Gershon Yabusele, all that. But I feel like it's opposite. I feel like they're still going to go off. And because of that, I still feel like – all good. It's all good. Your reaction, you what?
Because last time I did that shit, I was doing a fucking boom ad.
It's all good, man.
Football and it fucking dick pics on me.
But going back to the Josh Hart thing, that's why I feel like nothing's really going to change with him. He is one of also not just the best small forwards in the league, he's one of the best role players in the league. He plays his role so well because his game doesn't require him to need the ball. If you need him to go get rebounds, he'll get you rebounds and get a lot of them. If you need him to go stay in the corner, shoot, and make it, he will do it. If you need him to
last season.
Last season, yeah, it wasn't the best shooting season for him, but he was still doing a very good job of doing everything he can to get rebounds, some points if you need to put the ball back in, or even just lay it up if you need to assist off somebody and get assists. He was doing a really good job of moving that ball and getting it to wide open people. I don't know if it's because he was moving it to Cat mainly, but either way, he was getting it to the people that needed the ball. And that's why I think he's still elite and that he's a top 10 small forward in the league.
My disagreements with you. First of all, the shot is ass. Like, it's not good for what I want in my small forward, especially as a role player. He is one of the best defensive small forwards in the league. He's probably the best rebounding small forward ever. You know, that dude just snags boards.
Probably.
But I also think his stats are inflated because he played so many minutes because of Thibodeau, because Thibodeau loved him. So that scares me going into next season with a different coaching staff. Like, I could see his numbers tanking. I could see his rebounds not looking as good. Shout out Josh Hart, though. Players like that are good for basketball. Every team wants Josh Hart. But I don't know. I could see them starting Yabusele by the end of the year. And I don't even love Yabusele. I think last year we did this.
Oh, you don't like him?
I just think he's overrated. I think people just like him because he had a good
because he dunked on LeBron.
Yeah, literally. I think he's a cool basketball player. I don't think he's nothing to like Yabusele, you know, like why we hype the Knicks got Yabusele, you know, like it's not that crazy to me. But I wouldn't be surprised if he starts just because Josh Hart has a lot of strengths, but he also has a lot of weaknesses that could cost you games. So it just depends on what Josh Hart you get. I mean, in the playoffs, bro, there were stretches where Josh Hart dead ass was like killing the Knicks. So that's my knock on him.
Okay. No, I get you. I really do think that just the way they'll be playing and how much they're going to be winning, he's still going to be able to do what he was doing. And I think it's going to be better than what it was before. Because if people really think that Jalen Brunson's going to fall off, I mean, I don't think he will. But who else to take the reins than Josh Hart? Like, not points-wise, but covering everything else, getting way more rebounds, way more assists to the rest of his teammates. Not just Jalen Brunson, but just moving it to everybody else, where they're sharing the playmaking duties. That's just
I thought Deuce was better than Josh Hart last year.
I feel like scoring-wise he was.
And defensively, I like what Deuce does too.
Oh, defensively?
Yeah, I'll take the entirety of his offense and his defense over what Josh Hart does.
Okay, that's fair.
I would start Deuce at the 3.
No.
You could get away with it with Mikal and OG there.
Oh,
they could say that. I mean, I'm not at the 3, but I would start Deuce, bro. Josh Hart, your time has passed. So that's a good question. Why is Josh Hart the 3? Like, what's their lineup looking like on ESPN?
I think it'll be Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Cat. I think that's what they're thinking.
All right. Mikal was on our shooting guards.
Yeah, but it would make sense if Josh Hart were to come off the bench and they start Miles McBride at the 2 in order to get more spacing there.
Or
and
Clarkson.
then you have Clarkson. I could see them starting Clarkson. Yeah. And then you have Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby as your forwards, and you have Cat as your center. That makes sense.
I think that works better for me personally. Who's their coach right now? Mike Brown?
Yeah, Mike Brown got it.
Mike Brown. At number 9, this is where I had Cooper Flag. This is where I had the prodigy. I don't like jumping the gun on young guys. If he's the best small forward in the league next season, good for him. But I just don't like doing it because then we set a standard that he has to live up to. Yeah. And then we start putting them in different conversations that they don't belong in yet. So I'm cool putting him at 9. I think Cooper Flag's ceiling next season is probably number 4, number 3 maybe. And his floor is probably under Denny, so like 13. But I think this middle range of 9 is where I feel comfortable putting him.
Got you. Okay. I have him a little higher, but okay.
Right. He could do it. With the rookies, like VJ, with like Coop, I don't know if there's any other rookies on here, but at the end of the day, we're predicting. Ace Bailey, we're predicting, you know? So
yeah.
If you think he's top 4, if you think he's better than KD and Kawhi, go ahead. Who's your number 9?
At number 9, this is where I have Andrew Wiggins. This is where I have him.
God damn! What year is it? What year is it? Number 9.
I have him high.
Is this Maple Jordan? Are we getting Maple Jordan?
Hey, he better come back out. This is gonna be Miami Jordan right now.
Yeah,
this is gonna be Miami Jordan.
No,
the reason why I have him high up here is because I really do think he's gonna play that well for the Miami Heat. I think he's going to be a small forward that, I mean, I know the Lakers are looking at him, but
that's why you got him high.
No, not just that. I was thinking before, I saw some highlights on him, and I was like, low-key, he could work for what Miami Heat can do.
Highlights?
Huh?
Kansas highlights?
How'd you know? I'm just playing.
Number 8, Jabari Parker?
Imagine. But there is something to his game where he can actually help Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo out big time. With Tyler Hero, I saw a lot of him up top trying to find people to move it to and also create if he can't get an ISO because he was getting double teamed. But when they added Andrew Wiggins, there was a lot of times like it was flowing super well for them, where it was like Andrew Wiggins was playing the 2 most of the time for him, but he was a 3. So I feel like the opportunity, it's not just that the opportunity is going to be there for him, but I think that there's going to be a lot of scoring chances for him. Like Tyler Hero is going to get his points, but Andrew Wiggins is going to be the next best scorer on that team. That's what I'm thinking. Bam Adebayo is still going to be really good. Bam is going to do what Bam does, but Andrew Wiggins is going to have the room to score at like a high level, very high level.
I personally just feel like Wiggins is an empty stats guy too. Unfortunately, I don't think the defense is still there anymore. And I think like high level Wiggins scoring at this point is like, what would you say, 19 to like 21?
This might sound crazy. I'm not saying he's going to do 25, but I could see him doing 23.
He's done 25 before. I mean, in Minnesota, he did that. But
who do you think is the best player in the league right now? SGA. It's SGA.
SGA. Yeah, pure comeback. Get your boy. We got Andrew Wiggins over Cam Johnson in 2025. And then, mind you, Wiggins actually his career high is 23 in 2016, bro. You think he has a career year this year?
When he's playing with the Miami Heat, I think he can.
He was playing with Steph. I feel like the Warriors are the team where, like, you could do the whole, if you're playing with Miami, you have a career year, but you also do that with the Warriors, you know? And if you're not having 23 with the Warriors, I don't think you're having him with.
But, like, he had to change his play style to play with the Warriors. He needed to be a 3-and-D type player, mainly where it's like, he had the rebound. He had the.
When they won the championship, Wiggins had the best fucking mid-range in the NBA, bro. That dude was hitting one dribble pull-ups like water, bro.
But, like, it wasn't – I feel like that was more of just, like, in certain situations, though. Like, he was still shooting very well, don't get me wrong. But the main focus for him was he had to lock up some of the best players on the other team.
I mean, I could check that. His
like,
defense was crazy, too. He locked up.
Wasn't he guarding Luka also?
Yeah, he killed Luka. Not killed, but he guarded Luka very well. I could do this shit on Basketball Reference. Percent of field goals by distance. So he was taking about 20% of his shots in the midi and about 40 in 3. So I feel like that's at 20 is high for the NBA, bro. Bro, that man was a killer. That man was a straight killer.
No, he was good.
That man was straight killing in there, and I don't think he gets back. I don't think his midi has looked the same since then.
It's coming back. Trust me, with the Miami Heat, it's coming back.
It's kind of wild that oh, never mind. I'm tripping.
Why?
Yeah,
what happened?
I was going to say that was his worst midi year, but I was looking at the wrong number. He shot 37 from the midi that year. That's a killer. He's a killer, bro. Put some respect.
Hey, I do. That's why I'm saying that killer's gonna come out in Miami if he stays with the Miami Heat.
Look, and even this, 50% of his shots were assisted and weren't assisted. So he was creating half of his shots too. Meaning he's not trendy. Put some respect on my GOAT.
All right, my fault.
Put some respect on my GOAT.
The Timberwolves legend who gamed it on y'all.
Bro, there was a point in the playoffs where he's shooting damn near 60% from the midi, bro. He was a killer. And I don't think he gets back to that shit. I don't think if he couldn't average 23 doing that with the Warriors, he's not averaging 23 in Miami, bro. He averaged 19 last year in Miami, just Miami. I think we're probably sticking at 19, maybe 20. Don't sleep on Denny.
We're getting there.
Yeah, Denny I'm more cool with than Wiggins because Wiggins is I have Wiggins at 21.
Yeah, I know. Screw that. That's crazy.
My number 8, this is where I had Franz Wagner. This is the guy that I feel like I'm always off of. I don't like the fit in Orlando. I don't like that he doesn't have a good jump shot. I just don't think they fit together, him and Paolo, bro. I get the defense is there. The playmaking's cool. But I'm not super bullish on Franz Wagner. I don't think Franz Wagner is like the guy that everyone makes him out to be. I don't know how you build a good team around Franz Wagner.
I get it and I don't, only because I really do I agree with what you said, that him and Paolo, there is a rift that I see there, which is why I'm like, low-key, if it doesn't work out this year, maybe you should trade him to another team and get a lot for him.
And you will.
But yeah, but he is still a really good player, a really good small forward. Like, I know that Paolo needs the ball. He needs the ball. But whenever they do get the ball, they score really well. Like, what was he averaging? Like 21, 5, and 5?
That'd have been better, bro. I feel like he had
maybe like 23, 5, and 5?
24, 6, and 5.
Yeah, like he still is that guy. That's why I have him higher, but it's not anything like crazy higher. But I like him. I still feel like Orlando is going to be very good next year, no matter what. And I just got him higher.
I've been off Orlando, bro. I don't like the fit. I've been saying they should blow it up because I don't think they're going to be anything higher than a 4 seed next year. I think that's kind of their ceiling. Franz could fetch a high price if he stays healthy. When Paolo was out, Franz was definitely eating. But I just don't think you could win games with Franz as your best guy. I don't think you could be maybe as a number 2 if you give him like not a Jamal Murray, but a scoring guard like that style, like Prime Dame kind of, and then you have Franz next to him. It'll work out, sure. But those dudes, like a Prime Dame is working out with most players in the NBA. Yeah. I would take a high-tier role player that knows his role, knows to stand in that corner, knock down shots, rather than a guy like Franz Wagner, who's, as far as talent goes, more skilled than a lot of guys, but I don't think he leads to wins.
Oh, thank you, Zach. Thank you. Oh, that's Zach, by the way. Zenji-Ru, that's Zach.
Shout out Zach, 2K legend.
Yeah. All right. At number 8, this is where I have Cooper Flag. Where did you have him at again?
9.
You had him at 9, right? Yeah. So at number 8, I had Cooper Flag here. You said it best. I don't want to be too high on him. I don't want to give him that expectation. I want this to be a season where he can have some fun. He has all the attention on him, obviously, but like, you're playing with the Dallas Mavericks. You're taking the place of Luka in a way, but we don't need you to be Luka. We need you to just fit in, learn, and then next year take off. If you can do anything crazy this year, do it. But you don't have to force yourself to do it. I think he's going to do some stuff crazy either way. He's going to be very good. But he's going to be a top-level small forward to me. He's going to be a top-level small forward.
Pierce said we got Coop way too high. And again, I'll say this. I don't like putting rookies high. But who under Coop would you put over him? Like,
yeah.
He could be very similar to DeMar, Jalen Wells, Denny, Middleton, Neesmith, McDaniels, Hunter, Asar. Who are you realistically what are those? Maybe you put DeMar over him. Maybe you put Denny over him. How is that way too damn high if there's 2 guys you put over him?
I was going to say, according to the ESPN depth chart, there's a lot of guys who aren't better than Cooper Flag.
Because they
Let's be for real.
3.
And also, Pure saying this because he's an Auburn fan, and there were more fans cheering for Duke than they were for Auburn. I'm just saying.
and Pure, we both got Franz over Coop.
Yeah, I was going to say I have Franz over him.
We right with you, my dog. Asar.
Whoa! Chill out.
All right, let's bring Pure back in because he's gonna like what I have to say about this next guy.
Gotcha.
At number 7. Here is where I have Cam Johnson. When it comes to shooting the basketball, that is the most important thing to have in the NBA right now. And Cam Johnson can do that at arguably the best level in the NBA. You know, he's just going to catch, knock it down. Quick and simple, you're playing with Jokic. He's going to average a shit ton of threes next season. He's going to shoot it at an elite level. Like, we might see a legendary three-point shooting season from Cam Johnson. So this is a guy that, sure, archetype-wise is a role player, but let's not act like Klay Thompson was a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA when he was on the Warriors. I'm shouting out Cam Johnson at 7 here.
I'm not mad at it because it makes sense, and you never know, he really could go. That's why, like, I was sad I had him at 13, but I feel like it just makes sense. But he's playing next to one of the greatest passers of all time, Jokic. He's playing next to guys who are going to find him. Like, this Denver Nuggets offense can make him play out of his mind, but it's all up to him. It's all up to him. But I think he possibly could do it, but I'm just going to stick with 13 for now. But that's a fair place to put him. I'm not going to be mad about that.
Cam Johnson is a guy to me that I didn't think really fit in Brooklyn because I do think you need an elite playmaker around him to set him up. And he still averaged 19 points per game. You know? So now you're playing next to Jokic, next to Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon actions. Like, he's going to get a lot of points next season. I almost missed that middle of y'all's list, so I don't know who you got behind Coop fully. I'm telling you, if you look at the ESPN depth chart, you're going to agree with us. Like, I'm not bullish on Cooper Flag. I'm not in he's going to be an all-star camp. He could be, but I'm not all-star next season. Let me save that. What a great catch. Got my 2 feet in. But next season, I would take these guys over him. And Cam Johnson's one of them. Where are you at?
All right. At number 7, this is where I got my boy Denny Adbia. Yeah. Only reason why I got Denny at number 7 is because the Portland Trailblazers is his team. It is his team, and he can do whatever he wants when he gets out there, and he plays super well with his teammates. He is an engine. He gets everything going. Like, I understand what you were saying between Jalen Wells and, like, what you would want for your team and everything, but Denny is the guy as well for what you want on your team. Like, he's not – like, right now I see him as a high-level Robin who is waiting for the Batman to come up. I don't know who – because think about it. On the Portland Trailblazers, who is a better player on that Portland Trailblazers team than Denny Adbia?
Dame.
Like, currently?
Yeah. I mean, like, when he comes back, obviously, but
okay, got you.
I'll take Klingon. Maybe not right now, but I think by the end of the season, Klingon will be that too.
I wouldn't take Klingon, but I'm not going to say it's far off. I'm just saying, like, it's clearly Denny right now that it's his team, and he is the true, like, great player for that team, and he's also a really good small forward. He could play the 4 or the 3. I don't see him playing the 5. I wouldn't want him to, but he does so well on creating. He does so well on scoring. He does well on assisting and, like, everything. He's so good at that. And that is such an important thing to have in a small forward that can touch on different levels of the game. I'm not saying he's LeBron James, though, but he can put his hand in, like, different facets of basketball.
I think this is where the only way Denny hits this number this season, like, he kind of has to in a way, because if Denny Avdia doesn't contribute to wins next season, then Portland's going to either try with Shaedon, Scoot, Klingon, or try to hit on a draft pick because they kind of got shafted out of the lottery. I personally don't think Denny is the guy to build your team around. I do think he could be a decent Robin, but you would need a really good team around him. It's tough. I'm not mad at it, but I do think if Denny goes out and hoops, Portland will convince themselves that we got to build around this guy.
Yeah.
Even though I think Klingon is about to be a generational defender next season. So
he's a very good shot blocker. He defends the interior very well. He does. But
who's their rookie?
Yang Hansen along with what's his name? Yang Hansen, and I think that was the only guy they got.
I think so too.
Zach, am I missing somebody? Because I don't remember any other draft pick. I think they traded it because they were there when Carter Bryant was there. They were there when Cedric Coward was there, but I believe maybe it was second round stuff because they have Caleb Love. I remember that, but they picked him up. I think that was the only first round pick they had.
Yeah, that's what it was like. They got City Sissoko. I didn't know that.
Oh,
dog! Shout out the dog. He had like one good game last season. So that's your 7. Yep. At number 6,
this is my new tier.
Okay. I feel actually you might have this guy one spot higher. At number 6, this is where I have Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
I'm reaching on a guy above him, and I'm excited to talk about him because I know you're gonna have a good reaction, and I don't think you know who I'm talking about.
I don't think I do. I'm curious.
But Jalen Johnson, I have right here at 6. I think he's gonna have a big year playing next to Trae Young, putting up the numbers. But the 4 guys above him are more proven, and I'm taking a swing on my 5th guy.
Got you. All right. That's it?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. No biggie. At number 6, this is where I have Franz Wagner.
Okay.
I'm just really high on him. I know that the fit between him and Paolo is very shaky, but I still feel like Orlando's going to be a great team no matter what. And I feel like he's such a good player. He's such a good player. And if he gets traded or not, he's just going to be really good for them. Jalen is going to be number 2. I can officially, without a doubt, say that's not happening. Without a doubt, because I have Jalen Johnson at number 5. Sorry, Pierre. I love Jalen Johnson, but he's not number 2.
Okay. So I know you're 5 through 1 now. At least the people.
Yeah.
Let me give you my 5. Okay. I'm just excited to do this. Okay.
Got you. Who do you have at 5?
Let's get up here.
Who do you have at 5?
All right, we're gonna get up. All right, wait. Let me get the crowd in this. Fatigue.
Oh no.
At number 5. We have a guy that we might have forgot about, okay? No one was thinking about this dude second half of the season, but he's in a new situation, and I think we forgot about how good this guy is. I think we forgot about that this guy could give you 27, and if this dude doesn't hoop next season, I'll be off the train. I'll be off the train, okay? I won't. He'll be the Clippers because I've seen this before where he was on a different team, and we were like, the breakout's coming, and it never did. But at number 5, I have Brandon Ingram.
Oh, okay.
Let's get the Brandon Ingram year this year.
Okay.
Let's finally do it, bro. He's still young, not young, but he's still not old. We're in the prime Brandon Ingram years. Okay. We've seen the Brandon Ingram 25 points per game seasons. Yeah. What's stopping him from doing that this season? And if Toronto, they got 5 good guys. This is a team I shit on because I don't think they have a super high ceiling. But if they're a 7, 8, 6 seed and Brandon Ingram averages 25 points per game, I don't know how you could say he's not a top 5 small forward.
So there's a guy named Scotty Barnes. No, that's Scotty's team.
But Scotty's not going to give you buckets. Scotty Barnes won't average more points than Brandon Ingram next season. He does everything else, making Brandon Ingram's job easier. We don't need to see point Ingram this season.
You see, I'm not mad at it. I love Ingram, but I also do think that it's possible. New situation, bigger team, a little more functional than the Pelicans. It could work out, but I don't know. I don't see him doing better than 22 or better than 23. I don't. But that's not bad.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is completely off. But did you have Wiggins over Ingram?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Put the fucking respect on B.I.
I love B.I. I just really do think that Wiggins has low-key. Yeah, I got his jersey. But I don't know. I don't see him as a top 5 small forward next year.
But you see the vision?
Yeah, I see the vision. I do.
You see how it could happen? Like, it's not there yet. I'm not right yet. Mm-hmm. But there's a yet. Let's get rid of that right. Let's get rid of that not. Let's get rid of that yet. And we're there.
I love the Brandon Ingram. The more you hype up Brandon Ingram, the better I feel.
Blue Devil, baby.
Okay. Yep. Do Blue Devil right there.
All right, let's go. The top 5 is easy from here on out.
Yeah.
Not much to talk about, but let's go through it a little bit quicker. We're way over now. We had a great episode.
Yeah.
Unless you say something wild, but I know you said Jalen Johnson's number 5. Who's your number 4?
At number 4, this is where I have Jaylen Brown.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I got 2 wild comments. His main concern is staying healthy. That's facts. And he said, "Nah, you don't got a vision. That's a blindness."
Oh, damn.
I'm telling you, if Brandon Ingram sucks, not sucks, but if he's the same Brandon Ingram, I'll be off the train. But Brandon Ingram healthy is a bucket. Don't forget. And don't forget I said this shit either. Don't forget. Y'all will remember. Y'all will rue the day. My number
Post it.
Yeah,
post it.
The whole episode. That's it. Now, my number 4 is Jaylen Brown as well.
Gotcha.
We don't want to talk too much. My number 3 is Dub.
This pained me so much to do because I'm not going to lie. I think there's a conversation that right now, Jalen Williams is better than Kawhi Leonard. There can be a conversation about it. There can be. There literally can be.
Guys.
I was this close to putting him at 2. I was this close. Look at that close. I was that close.
I'm not mad. I actually have Kawhi at number 1.
Whoa! Okay.
I feel like end of last season we saw a lot from Kawhi. We saw Kawhi's back. I just think Kawhi's health is the only thing. But when Kawhi plays and he's ramped up, Kawhi is the best small forward in basketball to me. Not mad at KD number 1. Personal preference thing. They're like the same dude pretty much as far as tier goes. Even you could start throwing Dub in there too because Dub is like one of the best defenders in basketball and Dub's one of the best mid-range shooters in basketball and Dub leads to wins. But I'm going to show love to Kawhi, man. Kawhi, don't trick me again. B.I. you too, or I'm coming at your head, boy. I'm coming at your head, boy. Don't trick me now, boy. Don't
you will rue the day you put JJ out of the top 5. JJ going to be an all-NBA third team and all-star this year. I hope.
There's only so many small forwards in the East, and Brandon Ingram already has an all-star spot locked down. Brandon Ingram and Wiggins are the 2 all-star starting. Yeah.
If he stays with Miami.
Yeah, if he stays with Miami. He's a Laker that is an all-star out west.
He ain't gonna be an all-star out west if he comes to the Lakers. He'll be a honorable mention that went crazy for us.
And before we wrap up this episode, I need chat to let me know. Do I stand up the rest of the time now?
Yes.
I feel like I got more energy now. I start laying back. I start looking at my love handles on the camera a little bit. I'm gonna start standing now, bro. I'm gonna keep my legs fresh. You already know. Fuck no. Fuck out of here, pure crayons. Fuck out of here before I'm relax, dog. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, son. Don't play with me, son. B.I. Duke Blue Devils.
Why you sound like you're from the Bronx, man? What is going on?
Shout out Dayton, man. That's my dog. You already know where I'm from. Man.
You sound like you're from the Bronx.
Hey, RTP. Run the play, stand up.
That's tough. Run it, baby.
There we go. Hey, you guys will see me and Phil. Go ahead.
Do we want to repeat our list real quick, just like fully, or do we like just go through it real quick, or do we want to just end it?
This is what I want, Phil.
All right.
You know, there's takes that you said that people are going to be mad at.
I mean, always. That's what happens.
So say the players that you think will piss people off.
All right. Obviously, Andrew Wiggins at 9.
Crazy.
I think I don't know any other. I mean, if they're Kyle Kuzma fans, Kyle Kuzma at 25.
Fuck Kuzma.
Rui at 20, but I feel like that's fair for him because that's like 20, 30, whatever. Oh yeah, my bad. Josh Hart at 10. Sue me. Do it. I believe in the boy. I believe in heart and hustle. I believe in it. Come on.
I don't think anyone will be mad at any of my takes because all my takes are factual. Brandon Ingram, top 5, baby. You already know what it is. Nah, I'll say Brandon Ingram, top 5. I think people won't like DeMar in the top 10, maybe. Chris Middleton at 13. Herb Jones at 22. I guess you don't like Terrence Mann at 29. Yeah, but I mean, maybe Jalen Wells at 11 and Denny at 12 too. But I mean, those are our hottest takes. Again, you'll see those on our Instagram. You'll probably see some clips from this episode as well. Shout out to the Twitter community. We went live on X for the first time today, so I want to give a huge shout out to that. And then also, you already know what it is, the biggest sponsor of the show in the history of all shows ever. Boom Fantasy. Use code RTP for a risk-free bet up to $100. Listen, it's the only betting platform where you could get a 2-leg parlay and turn it into 2,000 times your money off of even lines, bro. I'm not saying you got to do Joe Burrow 10 touchdowns today. You could do Joe Burrow 1.5 and get that. And if you use this code, you get a $100 risk-free bet, but you also get a free Joe Burrow bet. Free money, Phil. Have you ever been a motherfucker who would say no to free money?
Heck no.
Then why are you not scanning the code? Scan the code right now. Sign up today. Get your risk-free bet. to $100, or you can just use code RTP. I'm RTP ANT in HD. Philly on that QR code.
I just got it right now. I'm just letting you guys know. I just got it right now.
Locked in.
Up. Boom.
Hey, someone scanned the QR code. I got the noti up top. You see that?
That was me.
Phil, let them know what they need to do.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Run the Play Network on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. But right now, I'm Phil. This Ant-Man shut up the MCU. He's probably going to die in Avengers Doomsday. I'm just saying. But we out, and let's bounce.
That's on my name. I ain't dying. Bring two Thanoses. Bring two Thanoses. Bring the multiverse. Bring the multiverse. The only person that could kill me is BI, baby. We